Joe's, Johnny's, Freddy's, Bobby's, any place with a name like that and a yellow B&B sticker, you're in for a great Chicago-style dog. Now we got a really nice view of the merchandise mart again. This time it's on our left-hand side. And well, every single one night during the summer when the weather is nice, this building becomes the world's largest movie screen. This is something called Art on the Mart. The way that they make this building into a movie screen is, well, if you look down on the Riverwalk, you can see a gray metal box full of projectors. Those projectors will project art films on the side of this building. These are digital art pieces, think stuff you see at like a museum or an art gallery. It's very cool. I highly recommend everybody checking it out. Now, I've been trying for years to get them to play Star Wars, but they've ignored all of my emails. So if you want to help me out, there's an email to our mayor, Mr. Brandon Johnson, and say Jacob from First Lady wants you to play Star Wars. There's no way he can ignore all of us, right? Coming up on the left is a steel and glass building going up into the sky. That steel and glass building on our left-hand side, I talk about on my tours due to the environmental impact of the building. See, in the world of architecture, there's an international organization called LEED. What LEED does is they look at buildings, they determine the environmental effectiveness of a building. Basically speaking, the better a building is for the environment, the higher score it gets, the highest possible position being platinum. And well, this building on our left-hand side of Chicago's many platinum certified buildings. One of the reasons why it's so good for the environment is its relationship with Chicago's river. Down below the building, there are intakes that suck up water from the river. That river water is then used as a cooling system for the building. As the water cools the building, it's also being filtered and purified. So at the end of the cycle, they pump it back into the river, cleaner, clearer, and nicer than it was when they first took it up into that tower. Once we get up from under the LaSalle Street Bridge, I want everyone to look in front of the boat and slightly to the right. You're going to see my favorite building in the entire city. My favorite building in the whole city is that green, skinny building. It looks like it has a golden lighthouse on top of it. That green and gold building in front of us, that is called the Carbon and Carbide building. That's my favorite building in Chicago because I love Art Deco. I think Art Deco is the best kind of architecture, and this building is a perfect example of it. This building was built in the 1930s, right after Prohibition had ended, meaning that alcohol was once again legal to be consumed here in America. And well, the architects behind that building, they felt like celebrating, so they made that building look like a giant bottle of champagne. They used green terracotta to represent the green glass of a champagne bottle, and gold leaf to top it off.